Where's... Oh, there you are. I could see the moon more clearly from here. And I could feel the breeze on my face. Ooh, you're being so mysterious, Joshua. Yep. Okay, looks like you aren't just trying to be cool. This is the sort of thing your job takes, isn't it? The moonlight, the position of the clouds, the flow of the wind, every detail is vital. I wish to lower the possibility of failure as much as possible. Lower the... Don't say it like that, you idiot! If you fail, you die! You know that! Don't worry, the possibility of my failure is very remote. Back in my previous life, I used to conduct missions like this every day. The real danger will come if I succeed. Joshua, do you really absolutely need to do all this? Huh? You're Erebonian, same as us. I mean, yeah, circumstances mean that none of us can really go home, but I just don't get it. Why do you feel like you owe this piddly little backwater anything? Just let these Ouroboros idiots do whatever they want to it. And hey, it's still not too late, you know? You can come with us, away from Liberl. We can head to some independent state and raise our flag there. And hey, if you really don't like the whole Sky Bandit gig, we could always try and find something else to do. I was talking to Kyle and Don, and we were thinking the Bobcat would make a legit shipping vessel. You know, speed and all. An airship delivery service. I can see it having some potential. Demand for that kind of service is certainly going up. It'd be a safer job than banditry at any rate. Well, then technically we do have some berths open. That you do. Once I've crushed the Society's plan, and if I manage to survive, I'll think it over. You needn't worry, this completes our contract. As promised, your cooperation here means I'll consider the favor you owe me and redeemed. You can depart whenever. I don't mind. Forget it. You idiot, moron, jerk. Who the hell was talking about debts? Forget it. Who cares about you? Just go leap into danger and die if that's what you want to do. Huh, women. I'm sorry, Josette. Aidios is mercy. Not easy playing dumb, is it? Kyle. I do wish she'd finally grow up out of her more childish tendencies. Even so, I think you could have handled that better. True. I can't apologize, but I do feel sorry for what I've done. Man, you sure have an odd way of being nice, Astray. You must want to make it up to her. Give that offer some serious thought. Assuming, of course, you won't be joining up again with your nice young bracer lady after this. No, that won't be happening. In the end, the worlds we live in are too different. She and I should never meet again. It's for the best. Well, if that's what you think. In any case, Josette's offer does have some appeal. It does. I'm going to give it some thought. Look who's decided to show themselves. Don. Is that them? Yeah. It's just like the lad predicted. They're approaching from the northeast. You heard the man. To the bridge. Got it. Well, we're back to playing as Joshua. Welcome back, one and all, to The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, 2nd chapter. I am the TheDarkSeraph. And last time we finished what is my favorite chapter in the game. We're going to see where this one goes. There you are. What's the situation? Just what you predicted. Look at the display. Altitude 1560, entering Liberlian territory from the north-northeast at 21 sledge per hour. With the kind of altitude and speed, they aren't normal ships. Looks like that radar of yours is working. Don't congratulate me yet. We don't know who they are. It's possible they're Erebonian scouts or something. Kyle, do you have any visual contact yet? Got him. Sending the image to the display. Yeah, that is not supposed to look like that. You can tell this was made for the PSP. Now there's no doubt that's our target. Well, that's the stage set then. Now it gets exciting. Let's do this then. Lad, you ready for this? Absolutely. Once I'm in place, begin immediately. Don, Kyle, Josette, thank you for everything. Our relationship may have been based on a contract, but I'm glad I met you. What? What in? Huh? It would be a bit more appropriate to say it once the mission's over with, but I may not get that opportunity, so let me say it now. Thank you. Be well, everyone. He just... dramatic till the very end. Ugh. Oh, don't go getting yourself in any kind of trouble. Ugh. Even at the very end, you managed to be so uncute. What's all this thank you business with a face like you're walking into your execution? Hush, my birds. You think hearing that'll make me happy? You think those are the words I want to hear? Josette, just promise me that you won't do anything too crazy. That you'll come back alive. Given who I'm about to pick a war with, I can't guarantee anything. But I will promise this. Even if I don't succeed at my goal, I will come back alive and give you all my thanks. Will that be enough? Yeah. Don't forget, I collect on my promises, Buster. That's kind of a cute moment. That Ouroboros crew high-speed airship. Altitude stable at 1559 R. It's crossing into Liberlian airspace. Now. Set course for the Valia Lake. Roger. Doesn't look like the Liberlian airships noticed us. Stealth functionality. Nice little piece of tech they loaded us up with. If we didn't have that doohickey, we'd be causing a bit of a fuss right about now. I mean, forget us. Imagine what would happen if those liberal hicks saw that monster coming for them. Don't I wish I could see that. What? We're under attack. The hell are you idiots panicking for? Check the damn radar. Contact. One small ship approaching from 4 o'clock. Database match found. The Capua Sky Bandit ship Bobcat, Rhineford make. Sky Bandits? Now. Cut that a little close, don't you think? Alright, it worked. Oh, so it did. Time for us to beat it. The airship is breaking off. What do? Do we pursue? No, leave them. If they were Royal Army, we'd have to pike them all, but we don't have the time to boss her with some small fries. Understood. Right now, our only job is clearing the Glorious's flight path. Let's head back to base. We should let Campanella know about the bandits. They're pulling out as well. Everything went exactly like we thought it would. Yeah. Josette, don't worry. It's Joshua Astray we're talking about. He'll come back. Yeah. Yeah, he will. He's still got a promise to keep after all. Chapter 6. The Whereabouts of Bonds. Oh boy. I was wondering if he wanted to get the last word in. The Blade Lord is bold, if nothing else. No kidding. And I really screwed up letting him get away. Sorry guys, I got no excuse. No, you made the right choice in letting him go. A graveyard is no place for living to settle their arguments. Hommel, though. Why is that causing an itch in the back of my skull? Yeah, didn't Louvet mention that before? Do you know anything, Chloe? I don't, sorry. I imagine grandmother would know something, but given that it seems to be some kind of state secret, she may not be willing to tell me until I'm older. Good point. How about you, Olivier? Hommel's in Erebonia. It is, although even we don't speak of it much. So it's always a surprise to hear it brought up in conversation. Why is that? Hommel was a village in the southernmost reaches of the Empire near the border. I say was, for you will find it on no map of the Empire today. It's gone. The village was demolished in a landslide some time ago. A number of the residents lost their lives. As I understand it, it is little more than an empty ghost town. It's awful. So that's it then. But still, even if a lot of people died, that's no excuse for his actions. I have understood the scale of the disaster, I think. Rumor says that very few of the villagers survived. Only rescue units saw precisely what happened, but few living these days can claim to know a Hommel resident. It was that bad. It's not unheard of for landslides to swallow entire settlements. They're sometimes called mountain tsunamis because of how they create waves of pure rock and earth. It's an odd thing to suddenly bring up in context, however. I mean, what in the world would Hommel have to do with Her Majesty and General Morgan, or the Burl at all? Alas, at this point we don't know enough to confirm or deny anything. Let me poke my old nose around the various corners of the guild to see what I can find out. And enough about Hommel for now. We've got other business. First of all, let me give you payment for what you've done. You went through a lot to get this dragon mess. You've done the guild proud. You really think so? We still didn't stop whatever experiment they were running. Don't think we can claim much of a victory on this one. This also means they've conducted experiments in all of Libero's major regions. We have to figure out what the Society plans to do next as soon as we can. About that, why don't you take a little break? Huh? Rest. But Shara just said, oh, I heard, but I'm serious. You guys have been running around from round to Gransel to solve case after case with barely so much as time to sleep. If you don't take a rest for a single moment to unwind, you'll snap your springs. But we can't just take a break in the middle of something so important. We need to be able to get out there if they're pulling something. I don't know if we can slack off, but the old man has a point. Excuse me. The Army's patrols have kicked into high gear thanks to all the dragon shenanigans. They should be able to handle any immediate danger. I've been meaning to mention, it seems Kurt's team found something. Wait, like... You mean the Ouroboros base? Yes, Kurt reported they found a solid lead a few days ago. If they can pinpoint the base, you'll be busy soon enough. So I really think it would be a good idea to rest while you can. Okay, so... Okay, so... Overnight ticket for the Kingfisher Inn. So, this is going to slow down a little bit. Form party.
Leave it to me!
Together now!
Your aid, please! Leave it to me!
Okay.
Together now!
Your aid, please!
Well then, let's head. We'll head for the Kingfisher Inn ahead of you. Any loose ends? Any quest I can... Oh my god. Yes. A Revenue Trail Monster. Memories of Distant Days. And a Merchant Escort. Let's go do some quests. Revenue Trail Monster. Let's go South Block, Central Street, 1-1. At the Trino Manor, second floor, in the southern block. Not here. Probably you. Yep. You must be the Bracers. I am but an assistant, but you are correct. You desire an escort to Revenue Village. That's right. I'd like to head to that lovely little town and look at the orchards. Though, if I may, you look a little young for a Bracer. Are you quite sure you can do this? Excuse me, ma'am. I am a certified senior Bracer. I am totally capable of doing this. I'll vouch for her abilities. If that's not good enough, then you're welcome to find someone else, ma'am. Oh my, I suppose you really can't judge a book by a cover. Always like putting my own covers on my books anyway. I'll trust you, young lady. How about it, shall we be off? Let's do it. To Revenue Village. West Gate. Keep you out of danger and I'll get a bonus. Okay. So avoid unnecessary battles. Got it. Why is this called a monster quest if it's an escort quest? Is there just a big nasty up here? For a mini-boss or something? Ah, fuck.
Alright, we rule!
And that wasn't much of a quest. Oh yeah, they had to... So it's exactly as I heard. They've already started to rebuild their orchards little by little. We ain't gonna get it all back in a day. They're going in the right direction. Yeah, they're getting all kinds of help from all over. I'm sure they'll be fine. I believe in them. I wish we merchants could be of some aid to them. Are you thinking of trying to save revenue? Oh my, no. I have no intention of setting myself up as some kind of savior for these people. I'm ultimately just here for business. I'm going to look at the orchards and get a feel for how bad the situation is. Of course, if things are looking up, I can always invest. Well then, I should be getting to work. Okay. Then that means goodbye then. It is indeed. You did well enough, I suppose. Not quite bonus material if I do say so myself, but well enough. Be careful on your way back. Okay, I'm guessing it's because I got into a battle. Oh well. I'm guessing if I avoided a battle, I would have got the bonus.
Take that! Nighty night, cats.
Just one moment. I gotta cut this one short here, going out for some lunch. I'll be back in a little while. And we're back at it. Back from lunch. Going the wrong fucking way. That's one quest done. What was the others? Revenue Trail Monster. Probably up north of Revenue, actually. That's why I did a completely fucking different quest. I are intelligent, let me tell you. I'm gonna stay away from the abandoned trail for now and just go look for a big scary monster. Nothing here. It probably is on the trail toward the mine, but you know, we're gonna keep doing this here, just kind of fucking because. Maybe I missed something. Maybe it's just on one of these over here. Pow! That sucked, Olivier. Nothing over here. Yeah, it's gonna be toward the actual mine. Check each of these dead ends. Yep, there it is. Let's fuck around and kill it. Oh, I hate Petrify with an absolute passion. Whatever her fucking name is. Pardon, can I have a moment? Of course, what is it? Are you Corna? We're from the guild. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, let's hear it. No need to stand around like this. Might need my phone for the guide, so Sit that over here next to me. So from your posting, ma'am, you're searching for someone, right? Something about a person missing for 10 years? Yes, I'm searching for my niece. Her name is Raini. If she's alive, she would be about 20. Wait, if she's alive? I don't quite... Wait, 10 years ago. I think I can get where this is about now. The 100 Days War. Oh, exactly. When hostilities broke out, my sister was staying in the city. She wasn't able to get out before the Imperial Army reached the city. Thanks to an acquaintance of my sister's, I soon learned of her and her husband's passing. And while I never had a word of exactly what happened to Raini, well, it was just easy to assume. It's been 10 long years. I'd completely given up assuming Raini had long joined the goddess, but very recently I learned something new. A source told me that she had not only survived, but she had been adopted by someone here in Bose. So you think she's alive? Honestly, I don't know. I barely dare to hope. And what's worse, my source was vague. I have no idea who adopted her. That makes things harder. But my heart tells me to believe my sweet little girl, my sister, the sweet little girl my sister loved is still alive. I must believe, which is why I beg you to help me. She is adorable. No kidding. She's 10 in this photo? Yes, it was taken right on her 10th birthday, just before her family left on holiday. I was just kind of mad, I guess. An innocent kid like this, caught up in that war. I know what you mean, Estelle. Which is why it's our duty to reunite this girl with her family. Okay, so let's just, I guess, ask around and if anybody knows anything. Probably merchants and shopkeepers. Not here. Honestly, I'm just gonna look it up, and you're gonna hear an air conditioner running because it's kind of warm. Head to the mayor's residence and use the photograph of Raini near Lila in the south room on the 2nd floor. Southern room on the 2nd floor. So, this one? Near Lila. That picture. Yeah, you see? I see. Do you have any idea who's in this photo? I'm afraid not. Wait a minute. Blue hair. I need to look at that picture again. Blue hair. It's Lila. It's gonna be Lila. Now I need to speak with them. In the northern room on the 2nd floor. I really like Mayor Maybell's appearance. She's very pretty, very posh. I like it. See, there's a very dignified look about her. That is... Estelle, where in the world did you get this picture? Well... Is that so? Why has this come up now, of all times? Why do I get the feeling you have an idea of what's up? I may at that. Out of curiosity, have you shown that photograph to Lila yet? Yeah, actually, we showed it to her a bit ago. Did you now? Did she say anything? Yeah, she really freaked out for a moment when she saw it. She didn't say much of anything, though it was obvious that she was hiding something. I see. Blast it, Lila. Why? I suppose it falls to me to explain. You know the girl in the picture? Of course I do. I've known that girl in the picture for ages, and she's very important to me. Because that girl in the picture is Lila. Knew it! I knew it! I called it. What? Oh. The orchestra hits as a truth is revealed to the stage. You're sure? Completely and absolutely. Lila came to my home on a certain day 10 years ago. The day the army of Erebonia began its assault on the city of Bose. When Father returned after assisting in the evacuation of much of the citizenry, he had a girl with him. Father would only say that she had been entrusted to him by strangers. The girl was Lila. Now that I look, she was even wearing the same clothes then, though they were bloody and torn. That matches Corna's story and even fills in some of the gaps and questions. Looks like we have our girl. One thing though, the names. We're looking for a girl named Raini, not Lila. Raini? So that was Lila's old name. At least that's what Karna told us. Hang on, you didn't know Lila's real name? She never told us. Wait a tick, she didn't tell you her name? She was 10 years old, can't imagine she didn't know her own name. I wish she could have given us her name or anything in those days. When Lila came to live with us, she could barely say anything at all. How can I even describe it? It was as if she were in a state where she'd forgotten how to speak entirely. How would that even... Trauma! Extremes of duress can cause one to lose the ability to speak. I know all too many examples of that happening. Curiosity of the horrors of war. Courtesy of the horrors of war. For a 10-year-old girl to experience the same horrors that silenced soldiers, unspeakable. Yes, her soul was far more hurt than her body when she came to live with us. We all tried our best, but Lila always kept a distance between herself and everyone. So we never learned her true name. So that's how she got the name Lila then. Father gave it to her. It was inconvenient, to say the least, for her to remain nameless. I see. I think we get it. Only thing to do now is to ask her. Let me get Sarah to bring her here. I brought her, milady. Thank you, Sarah. Would you leave us for a bit? Of course. Lila, come here. What do you ask of me, Miss Maybelle? Our bracer friend showed me this photograph. That's certainly a familiar face, isn't it? Lila, this is you, isn't it? I think I can guess why you're remaining quiet. You're concerned about Father, aren't you? I know you feel as though you owe Father a great debt, but Lila, I don't want you to be a burden on your life. And I know he wouldn't either. Burden? Yes, it's why you haven't said anything about this all this time. You feel obligated to remain here out of a debt for what Father did. That is, well, Father said it often, didn't he? Those trapped by the shackles of the past can never blaze a new trail. Lila, you've done more for our family than could ever be expected or asked. You don't need to keep shackling yourself to the past. Go meet this Corna woman. Meet her and reclaim your life. Miss Maybelle, I understand what you're trying to say. Unfortunately, however, the Raini you are searching for is no longer with us. What do you mean? Raini was killed in the 100 Days' War alongside her parents. She rests peacefully somewhere in this land. That is what I've told myself all these years. Because if I didn't, it'd be too sad, too lonely to bear. Lila, I can't believe this. I've been such an idiot. You've been bearing all this within you all this time. I should have... Lila, I don't think you need to lie to yourself anymore. I'm sorry? May or Maybelle, Sarah, Maynor, the people of the market. I bet a lot of others around town too. Everyone thinks of you as a part of their family. There's no way you're alone anymore. Estelle, I think so as well. Damn straight. Indeed. If nothing else, you have the passionate love of Olivier Lindheim. Lila, are you listening? Do you see what they mean? You're one of the most... No, with Father gone, you are the most precious, important person in my life. So saying you're alone like that, please don't say something so terribly sad. You've never been alone, Lila. Ever. And Lila, lying to yourself to forget something painful is exactly what Father hated to see. Someone trapped by their past. Father entrusted us both with such a valuable lesson. Please, don't let it go to waste. Go meet Corna, please. Or does what Father taught us mean so little to you? Very well. I accept defeat. Miss Maybelle, you're terrible. How's anyone meant to say no to an argument like that? That, my dear Lila, is the secret to deriving a hard bargain. Always good to see a happy ending to stuff like this. Okay. So they were raised as sisters. No, Auntie, don't apologize. It wasn't anyone's fault, except maybe that of all times, and over the last 10 years, I can honestly say I've been very happy. Miss Maybelle, thank you so very much. I owe you and your father a debt that can never be repaid. Not at all. If anything, I should be grateful to you and your sister and her husband. Lila has been such an important part of my life. I should say, Riney. I'm sorry. No. Call her as you have. That is the name she has here, after all. I'm just glad to know that she has been safe and happy, no matter her name. Miss Maybelle, I beg you, please continue to take care of her. I would certainly love for her to remain here with us, but do you not intend to take her home with you? Oh, I planned to at first, of course, but seeing her, I couldn't be so cruel. To continue living here with the people she loves and all of her friends. No one loves her could take that away from her. Now, Dumpling, don't make that face. Of course, I do hope you'll visit your uncle and me every once in a while. I know the distance will make it difficult, but we would both love it. I didn't mention, but our home is quite far away. You know where the Le Mans State is, I take it. The Le Mans State, of course I've heard of it. That's where the guild has its training ground and headquarters. Yeah, I think most brazers know about it. I see, so Lila's not from Liberal. That does sort of explain the kind of unique feeling she's always given off. Even by airship, it is quite a trip. I do hope you'll come by and visit one day. But even then, I will keep in touch. That's a little bittersweet, but it's sweet nonetheless. I look like Mother? That you do. Not just in appearance, but even in the way you move your speech. You really are just like your mother when she was your age. I'm sure she has been watching over you. Your wonderful new friends and family. It's what she would have wanted. Live happily, my Riney. For your mother's sake as well. That's a little bittersweet, but sweet nonetheless. Say, Lila. Yes, Maybelle. About what we were discussing earlier. When were you planning on doing it? My trip back to Le Mans, you mean? I haven't decided yet. Alright. Just be sure you let me know when you're going well in advance. I'll need to adjust my schedule. What do you mean, Miss Maybelle? Well, I am going with you, after all. I really want to see what your home was like. Besides what? I was thinking it would be really nice to hear some stories from your childhood. I know you've heard all sorts of stories about me before you came to live here. And I need to find some kind of embarrassing chink in that armor of yours, or I won't be able to do anything with you. They really are like sisters. That was kind of nice. I liked that. I liked that. That was nice. Now let's report in. And that's everything. I'm going to go ahead and end this one here. Thank you all for watching. Join me next time on Trails in the Sky, second chapter, as I guess, take things easy. But until then...